Hey, my name is Bhavani Kola. Welcome back to another session of face-to-face to online transition. Today we will be looking at how to award our students digital badges and certificates using Achievements tool in Blackboard. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. So here I am in my Blackboard course shell. There are two ways to get to your achievements. One is through your course tools. You will click on your course tools and achievements is the first thing that you see. For whatever reasons, if you don't see, excuse me, for whatever reasons, if you don't see that, you will click on customization and tool availability. And then you will make sure the achievements is checked here. All right, if that's done, let's go ahead and create one achievement. How exciting is that? Once you click on achievements, you will get to this page and you have an option to create one. I'm going to go ahead and hover here on this create achievement so you can see what options you have. You have a course completion, you have a milestone, and you have custom. Course completion lets you award certificates. Milestone lets you award badges. Custom lets you choose from a badge or a certificate. So let's go ahead and click custom for now. The first thing it's going to ask you is to create the name of the achievement. I highly recommend you keep it very close to whatever they are receiving it for. But for now, I'm going to click on sample. And the next, it's going to ask you, where do you want your achievement or your badge or your certificate to be placed in your course? If you have a tab just for your achievements, you would go ahead and put it there. But I would like to go ahead and put it under my lessons. So each lesson gets a badge. So there you go. And it's going to ask you, do you want this to be visible to students? Yes or no? I highly recommend you keep it visible so students can see what badges they have to work towards. And the next one is description. You want to keep your description very close to why they have achieved this badge. For example, if they ace a test 1, congratulations, you received this badge because you aced the test. So I'm just going to say, congratulations, you aced, I obviously can't spell, you aced the test. I'm just going to keep it simple. And then the next step is to go ahead and define triggers. But before I move, I want to say that you can also award badges for students who are showing leadership qualities or who are going above and beyond in your class. And that should be put in your description as well, saying you received this badge because you showed leadership skills in class today. The limits, the way you can award these badges is limitless. It's just to your imagination. And once you click on define triggers, you will get to rule number 1, which is your first rule. And in this rule, you can have more than one rule. So if you have 2 rules in your achievements, students can either succeed in rule 1 or succeed in rule 2 or succeed in rule 3. So that's how rules work. Students can succeed in any of the rules to get the achievements. So that's the rule 1 right here. I'm just going to keep it as rule 1, but you can name it however you want it. The date is when do you want the achievement to be awarded, right? Is there a particular date? If there is no date, then you can just keep it open. And again, the next one is membership. That is, do you want this certificate or award to be, or badge to be available to all your students or just to a group of students? Like in the example I said before, if you have a group discussion and a student showed their leadership skills, then you might want to just award the badge to that particular student. And the next one is a gradebook. Do you want the students to get this award or badge or certificate because of they aced a particular topic, or you just want to award it to them because of the quality of their work in class? It's totally up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and check on knowledge check 1. My students will get this award for 2 reasons. 1, you have an option of saying even if they attempt it once, they get the award, or they have to make sure they get 100% in the class or in the test. And if you look at it, you have various options. You have less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, or simply equal to. I'm just going to say anyone who gets 100% in the knowledge check, they will be getting this badge or certificate. So I just have one trigger right now. I can actually go back and add another trigger. I'm going to say if a student gets greater than 70% in this test. So now I have two triggers. For the rules, students get their certificates or badges if any of the rule is satisfied. But for triggers, students have to make sure they are successful in all the triggers that you give. So you might want to keep that in mind. And the next one is review status. Force viewers to view specific content after completing. So let's just say they finish all the triggers. Do you want them to go ahead and view something after it? That's totally up to you. You can actually browse and see once they finish, where do you want them to go? You want them to go to lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. Okay, so whatever you want to do. And then I'm going to click on select reward. Are you sure you want to enter this criteria? I'm going to click yes. Please make sure you give your name, because when they get those awards or certificates, it will also have the name of the issuer. And keep in mind, students can display these awards and these badges and certificates on social media and LinkedIn as well. Is there an expiration date for your certificate or badge? If not, you can just go ahead and keep it open. And the next one is, what do you want to pick? Because we selected custom, we have an option to pick from a certificate or a badge. So let me just go ahead and click on the certificate. You can actually preview it. You see it says this is to certify that. Because I am the user and the issuer, you will see my name twice. It will also tell you the date, right? So that's that. Or if you want to go ahead and award them a badge, you simply click on your badge. You can also customize your badges. If you want to award them more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 badges, you can actually customize your badge and add your badges from your computer to right here. So you simply click on browse, go ahead and whichever badge you want to pull that up, and you can add them here. And once it's done, you're going to click on save and exit. And you will see your achievements right here. And once the students have completed their tasks and got these badges or certificates, you can see the recipients of this particular award as well. And if you want to go ahead and see how it looks from a student perspective, I will go ahead and put a link in the description so you can see different views of these awards and badges. Hope this helps.